Today, we're going to dive into a piece of wisdom that asks a question so deep, it touches literally every single decision we make. It's all about the one huge obstacle that holds us back, and trust me, the answer is probably not what you're thinking. It all kicks off with a pretty bold idea.
So the source asks this question: what is the world's biggest disease? Before I give you the answer, just think for a second. What's the first thing that pops into your head? This is the core question we're digging into today, and I promise you, it's a real game changer.
So naturally, our minds probably jump to physical things, right? Hunger, or the process of aging, or even just getting a nasty fever. We spend so much of our lives trying to avoid these things, going to the doctor, being careful. But what if the most destructive sickness isn't physical at all? What if the real problem is something much, much closer to us?
And the answer is fear. According to this piece of wisdom, that is the world's biggest disease. See, it's not a virus that gets into your body. It's a sickness of the mind. And unlike a fever that eventually breaks, this is a sickness that can be with us all the time.
The source really drives this point home with this quote, which means this biggest disease always remains with us. It's not just something that pops up every now and then. It can be a constant companion, like the background noise playing behind all of our thoughts and all of our decisions.
So, what does this disease even look like? Well, it shows up in those nagging little questions in the back of our heads, the fear of what other people think, the fear of taking action. What's going to happen if I actually do this? And then there's the flip side, the fear of not doing anything. Oh my gosh, what happens if I miss out? The source says that almost all of us are carrying some kind of fear that's actively causing us pain.
Okay, so we've put a name to the disease, but what are the symptoms? What damage does this quiet, constant fear actually do to us? This is where it gets really important.
The source lays out this really devastating three-step process. First, fear just chips away at your strength. Then, it goes for your self-confidence. And finally, it starts to erase your actual personality, leaving behind this kind of hollow version of who you were meant to be. It literally diminishes the very essence of you.
And this right here, this is the turning point. Getting over fear isn't just about feeling a little better. It's about taking back control. As the source says so powerfully, if you want to create your own destiny, you absolutely must free yourself from fear first. And here's the crazy paradox of it all. Just think about this for a second. Fear is almost always about the future, right? It's about something that hasn't happened yet, and honestly, it might never happen. But we let all that anxiety about some non-existent future cause us very, very real pain right here in this present moment.
So how do we fight back? Well, the source gives us a really simple but profound way to handle time. When it comes to the past, the stuff that's already happened, the advice is to look at it and learn from it, but don't live there. For the future, the stuff that hasn't happened yet, the instruction is even more simple. Don't worry. This simple shift completely reframes how we see time, and it just strips fear of all its power.
And we'll end with this beautiful invitation from the source. It basically translates to, fearlessly and with love, say with me, Radhe Radhe. Now, Radhe Radhe is an expression of divine love and peace. It's a call to replace fear, not with force or aggression, but with love. It's a reminder that conquering this disease really just starts with a simple shift in our own minds. So I'll leave you with this to think about. What one fear, if you replaced it with love, could change your entire destiny?